Hello.
Hello, it's Caitlin again.
And Maria.
Maria. Told you guys you'd see her again.
We're gonna do it's not really a tag or a challenge or anything.
Okay, we're making it up. It's a new tag.
It's not a tag. It's just, we found this thing on the interwebs. You betcha you're from Minnesota when. And we're gonna go through this lovely list, and you can't read it, but it's there. You only own 3 spices: salt, pepper, and ketchup.
That's not our spice cabinet, but I mean,
is ketchup a spice?
Ketchup's a condiment.
It's really foggy in that field.
Dang. Oh gosh, is it fog or smoke?
It's definitely not smoke, it's fog.
The only thing I like about filming outside is this background looks way cooler in my bedroom.
You betcha you're from Minnesota when you have more miles on your snowblower than your car.
I don't know that many people with snowblowers. People just shovel.
Yeah.
Do shovels have miles?
I don't know, but they probably get a lot during winter.
Yeah.
You spent the last minutes getting your child dressed to play in the snow, only to have him tell you that he has to go potty now. Well, I'm 16 and
I'm
not
18.
Pregnant. So
yeah, we don't have kids.
I'm sure we probably did that when we were little, though.
I don't remember doing that. You were always the little kid that you'd play outside. She would literally play outside for like 5 minutes and she'd be like, I'm cold, I'm going in.
That was you.
Nuh-uh. You
Yeah.
never wanted to play outside when it was cold.
I always play outside when it's cold now.
Like little kids, you didn't.
Whenever it snows, I'll go outside in freaking sweatpants and boots and just play with Daisy and Rusty.
I swear you and your brother are cold-blooded.
You know you're from Minnesota when you thought Grumpy Old Men was a documentary. What is that?
I've never seen that. It's a movie. I've never seen it, though.
Me neither. You design your Halloween costumes to fit over snowmobile suits. I don't own a snowmobile suit.
Do we look like we still go trick-or-treating?
Well, you can still dress up for Halloween even though you don't go trick-or-treating.
I guess. This is my Halloween costume. I'm going as myself.
I hate when people do that. Have some spirit. You feel warm and toasty at -12 degrees. Depends. Right now? Heck no.
It's kind of cold out right now.
It's cold out. It's
like, it's not.
Yesterday at the football game, it was like, ugh. I mean, it wasn't god awful, but
yeah, it's been really cold lately. For August.
These are dumb. These are for like old
These are
people.
for old people.
Because, okay, you know the 4 seasons: winter, still winter, not winter, and almost winter.
Okay, I hate how people who aren't from Minnesota think that it's cold here all the time. One of my friends, her mom works for like a cell phone company, like for the like call center if you have questions.
Yeah.
And the guy asked what the weather was like, and it was like summer. So she's like, oh, it's like 80-some degrees. And you know what he said? Aren't the igloos melting? Like, what?
What kind of person in Minnesota has an igloo?
Nobody has igloos here. It's not cold. Like, we're outside right now. There's no snow.
If you want cold in the summer, go to San Francisco. Because dang.
It's cold there.
Oh yeah. It's like bipolar up the wazoo. Like in the morning it'll be nice, you can wear shorts, but then as you go, I mean, it also depends on where you're at in the city, but
have changed the clothes in your bag.
Yeah. Like at Golden Gate Park when we went there, it was really hot. I mean, I guess it wasn't really hot, but it was warm. But then if you go to like the Bay Area,
well, it's usually colder when you're out of water.
Well,
though.
yeah, but and then when it gets darker out, it's just. I'd take Minnesota weather any day. Next one. You know what leaves make good toilet paper?
What?
I don't camp.
I don't camp either.
The only leaves I've ever used for toilet paper
This is like Minnesota straight.
were,
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like this was written by someone who's not even from Minnesota. Do you think we're
I don't
just
know.
pigs that go camping and snowmobiling all the time? And it's always cold here?
Oh,
It's not.
I did this out of order. Oops. Okay, so after the seasons, or you know that there are only 2 seasons. Winter and the time when they fill in the holes in the road. That's actually very true.
Actually accurate.
That's very accurate.
There's road construction like all the time. If it's nice out, there's road construction.
Oh yeah.
If it's not winter, there's road construction.
Oh, yeah.
If there's not snow on the ground, there's road construction. It's annoying.
Though you're not breaking the law, you break into a cold sweat when the game warden appears.
What?
Hunting.
Oh. Been hunting once.
I've gone down the railroad tracks with a shotgun before with my dad.
That counts.
Well,
I was with my grandpa when he shot a pheasant. Does that count?
You know Oli and Lena personally. No.
Those aren't real people. They're just jokes.
You owe more money than your can't talk. You owe more money on your snowmobile than your car. I don't own a snowmobile. I don't own a car.
Yeah, I don't own either of those things. We should probably get on that.
You think the opening of deer season is a national holiday. No. But there's a lot of people who do. And they don't go to school that day. And then they're just hunting.
There's
all day.
people who you can't have your gun in school grounds, but there's people who they'll go hunting before school in the morning.
Oh yeah.
It's like not an uncommon thing.
No.
But like you can't have any gun or gun paraphernalia on school grounds. So like shell casings and stuff.
You find negative 40 degrees only a mite chilly.
I mean, that's
I'm not outside when it's negative 40 degrees.
I mean, it's cold. Didn't like the governor close school when it was like negative 40?
That was because last 2 years ago, there was like wind chill and it was just weird.
It was like negative 50.
It was.
It was so cold.
We were at school on Friday, and then we found out that we didn't have school on Monday when we were still in school on Friday.
Yeah, because the governor closed school for like the whole state. And then I think like the next day our school
Yeah, we didn't.
There was still a lot
didn't
of
the
schools
heater
closed.
break?
Oh yeah,
I
the
think that-
heater at
yeah.
the school broke. It was so cold. There was like ice on the windows.
And then if you took like a cup of really hot water and you just like threw it, it was like instant steam and it was really cool. Me and my mom did that a lot.
What if it was,
She
like,
didn't go to work that day.
Well, why would you?
I don't know. You think everyone from a different state has an accent?
No.
I don't know. Depends.
It's like, I feel like we're in southern Minnesota and we don't have like the thick southern Minnesotan accent like some people do.
Well, I don't know.
It's a lot more prevalent like the further north you are.
Yeah. No, even some people down here, like at my orthodontist, the lady at the desk, she has a...
Maybe she's from up north. Yeah, if you
It just varies.
you know you're from
depends.
Minnesota when you say up north.
Ugh.
That's like a thing. Like, we're going up north to go camping or whatnot.
Yeah. But the accent thing, it really varies depending on who you are.
I think people
It doesn't
people
have to do with
exaggerate
location.
it.
Oh, yeah.
and make fun of it a lot. Like, we're not like, oh yeah, you betcha.
Oh sure, you betcha.
Honestly, most people say that because they're making fun of people that say that.
Yeah. We say it ironically.
I've heard someone say that like one time.
I've never
being
heard someone actually
serious. But it was like my grandma, so.
My mom says oofda a lot. That's a Minnesotan thing. Did I say my grandma?
Did
I say my mom?
You said your mom.
I said my mom? Okay. I meant my mom, so. Where are we at? Your husband thinks sexy lingerie is a flannel nightgown with only 8 buttons. Well, I don't have a husband. So.
I don't think we're kind of young to be married.
No. Well, yes, but there is someone who used to go to our school in my grade. She's married.
She's in your grade and she's married? We're talking about that later.
You've ever taken your kids trick-or-treating in a blizzard? Don't have kids. Again.
I mean, since we've been alive, I don't think there's been like any really bad blizzards on Halloween.
You've ever... Oh, I just read that one. You find it exciting to stare through a hole in the ice and look at the bottom.
Never been ice fishing.
Look at the bottom of... You can't see the bottom when you're ice fishing.
Okay, you can't see the bottom of the lake for the most part, especially when you're ice fishing. If you're just like out on a boat, you can't see the bottom of the lake unless the water is really clear, which it's kind of rare.
You have 10 favorite recipes for venison. I've only ever had venison jerky. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
You can tell the difference between a... Oh, I've also had venison and spaghetti before.
Yeah.
That was tasty.
It just tastes like...
Okay. You can tell the difference between a gopher and a chipmunk at 300 yards. Gophers are bigger.
I'm not even confident I've seen either of them in, like, person.
I saw a chipmunk a couple weeks ago.
We see squirrels
scurrying around. Oh, yeah.
And birds. Birds. I think they have birds everywhere. There's, like, butterflies all over the place right now.
Moths. They're moths.
Well, they kind of look like
They're
butterflies.
all moths. Moths everywhere. Like, my dad opened the door yesterday to outside, and before he closed it, there was like 4 moths in our house after like 10 seconds. They're annoying creatures. Okay. You think white rice is exotic and wild rice is a hot dish.
What? White rice isn't exotic.
Not really.
White rice is just boring.
Wild rice is...
It's good.
Wild rice is prime, especially with soup and chicken.
Okay, we gotta get going. We gotta wrap this up because it's getting long.
You've attended a formal affair in your best dress, wearing your finest jewelry and your sorrel. What's a sorrel?
A sorrel? A what? Like,
we picked a really bad tag because this is for old people.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the state is a piece of frozen metal with bits of your tongue stuck to it. I've actually done that before.
Isn't that surprising?
Yeah. Have you done that before?
No, I haven't.
You never did?
No.
I mean, I'd never, like, full-on stuck my tongue to metal, but, it, like, put the tip of my tongue on the school swing set when I was really little.
I have a friend that licked the front gate of the White House.
I mean, you do what you gotta do to make your mark on this world. At least 3 times a year, your kitchen doubles as a meat processing plant. No. When you win the prize for the smallest fish, you're proud of it. I don't fish.
I don't fish either.
I just eat the fish my dad
catches. This is like
catches.
Minnesota stereotypes. I feel like this was written by like someone
or
old.
like for middle-aged people.
By someone old and someone not from Minnesota.
God, these moths. Oh, they're everywhere.
It's really foggy all of a sudden. It's literally... Can you guys see this? Can you see it? It's like super foggy all of a sudden. Okay.
It's getting
Okay,
dark.
we're gonna wrap this up. Okay. Okay, I will see you guys next time. You'll see her again. We're going to be making a couple videos. And don't let anyone dull your sparkle.